Hello, we are the team from Tsinghua International School Daoxiang Lake. Today, we will talk about our proposal for Southeast Asian forest conservation. The goal of our plan will focus on restoring forests and promoting sustainable local economic development through alternative farming methods, selective tree planting, and advanced environment monitoring system. We aim to build a symbiotic relationship between communities and nature, supported by government policies and economic incentives. The agenda will cover the following contents. Part 1, tree selection and benefits. Part 2, community involvement and roles. Part 3, climate-adapted strategies. Part 4, forest monitoring system. Part 5, sustainable economic model.
I'll present 5 local species suited to Indonesia's diverse climates and soils, highlighting their adaptability, ecological functions, and economic value. Teak thrives in tropical monsoon climates with deep roots that improve drought resilience. Its timber is valuable for furniture and shipbuilding, benefiting local communities. Marantin, found in humid tropical areas, supports rainforest biodiversity and provides highly priced timber. Calandria, a fast-growing bean, enhances soil fertility, controls erosion, and serves as a livestock fodder and firewood. Java plum is resilient to environmental stresses, offering edible fruits with medical properties. Lastly, the 5th species supports forest recycle and provides fuelwood and traditional medicine.
The second part is community involvement and roles. The local communities possess rich traditional forest management knowledge, so they will play a key role in restoring the forest. They can integrate their traditional knowledge so that they can both help rebuild the forest and benefit them economically. We designed a program about how to involve local communities in forest restoration. The local communities participate in tree planting, using traditional knowledge to select fast-growing species like Tsuzujin tsumini. They also engage in forest monitoring, patrolling forests, and reporting illegal logging, tree disease, and insect damage. Additionally, they organize fire prevention activities such as setting up fire breaks and forming monitoring teams. By integrating traditional practices like rotational farming and rainwater harvesting, local communities enhance forest restoration while ensuring sustainable land use. To support their economic benefits, we propose ecotourism, such as bird watching and sustainable collection of non-timber forest products, like honey or fruit products. Financial funds support such as a forest investment program and COP26 is also available for conservation efforts. Through this program, communities not only restore forests but also gain economic opportunities.
Carbon-related strategies are really important for forest restoration and management in Indonesia. So here are 3 strategies we can use. First, Indonesia can join the REPLUS program. We measure how much carbon forest observed and turn it into credit quotas, and then sell them. Then we can use the money for forest restoration. Second, we can choose local tree species that can absorb a lot of carbon. We use remote sensing ground level checks to see how much carbon is stored. Last, we get high carbon emitting companies to do the carbon compensation. We charge mining companies extra money and ask them to fix the damaged mining areas. This helps the forest and carbon absorption develop in a sustainable way.
I will introduce the first part, forest monitoring system. In our plan, we have 5 key factors that we considered. The first one is forest condition and biodiversity. The second one is forest ecosystem service. The third one is socio-economic and livelihood indicators. The fourth one is sustainable forest management and governance. The last one is forest restoration progress. We divide monitoring frequency into 3 parts: short-term, long-term, and continuous data collection. The special point in our plan is we encourage the tourists to be a participator in our plan. They can score to the local nature environment as a daily reporting. Reference data can be quickly and efficiently obtained. We also made 3 evaluation methods. The first one is indicator-based evaluation. We will consider multiple factors in this part, like abundance, species richness, soil health, and else factors. The second one is comparison with baseline. We will compare the current condition with pre-restoration condition. The last one is adaptive monitoring. We will compare the monitoring data with expected outcomes. We also considered multiple adjustments. If short-term goals failure, Adjust methods like adding plants or organic material is the first choice. And for long-term issues, change species and improve connectivity while involving local community to align with their needs.
Now this part I'm going to introduce about a sustainable economy model. Summarizing in the data and statistics, 2/3 of the whole travelers come from Asia who are traveling to Indonesia. We believe Indonesia should set policy and visa attracting key tourists and provide convention for them. We hope to use economy to push a greater symbiotic relationship between people and the nature, since if the environment deteriorates, the number of tourists will decline, inevitably resulting in economic slowdown. Hence, with better environment protection, regional development, economy will grow. With 78% of Indonesian economy depending on service sector and agriculture, the core objective of our plan is to foster both agriculture and forestry. We will divide the 500 hectare of land into two different areas, into 200,000 and 300,000 hectares for farmland and natural parks. In the first year, we will build cooperation with local farmers, signing contracts, providing stable jobs for 10 years, helping in building the infrastructure. For different locations, we will introduce Java plums, Sorias, subsequently helping for soil fertility and building the ecology. As all these are going through, we're going to establish an environmental monitor system where in 10 years, it will simultaneously provide data stacking the changes. In the second year, we'll start with infrastructure building and we'll remove the planting Dipterocarpus to alternate climate problems. From the 4th to 6th year, we'll start building hotels or inviting other famous brands and operations. And then, the park should officially be starting to operate. We have roughly calculated the prices and returns, and we can reach that 12 years after the program opens, revenue will be returned. These are our citations, and that is all for our presentation. Thank you all.